Hey, just gather round. Y'all ready?
You're tuned in to www.oghuskyradio.com, broadcasting live from the east side of Los Angeles, worldwide. Original defenders of hip-hop, holding it down, representing all infinite elements of hip-hop. There's more than four, there's more than five. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Represent one of the elements, we have these two ladies directly in front of me. If you could go ahead and introduce yourselves individually.
Petals.
Petal.
And what element do you guys represent?
Graffiti.
And what are the crews? Let them know.
OTR.
Man, hold on. Before we even go any further, you should have seen them. They were like way loud off the air. Now they're acting shy. Get a little higher.
Come on, I mean, give us a minute to get loud.
Okay, let me put the mic a little bit closer so we can hear. Okay, go ahead and introduce yourselves again. Say no, what's up?
Okay, I'm Kuddlez. I'm from OTR, RGDK, TNT, NTS.
And I'm Petal. I'm a free agent.
A free agent. Okay. And how did you guys meet? Because I know you guys are here together. So then, how did the meeting take place between y'all?
Well, way back in the day, in the early 90s, we both used to be from NHD.
Okay.
And so we met. Kuddlez was from NHD before I was, and we just met through the NHDs. And then we became like, we just clicked up, and we were writing partners for a minute in the early 90s.
And let me put the disclaimer right here. We got Pryor right here, chilling.
Yes,
We got Sleeves right here and Cleo on the other side. Professional hecklers and shit. I mean,
That's why I'm looking this way.
I'm trying not even to laugh and shit, but of course they got it going on. But they love mad love and mad props, definitely, 100%. Make sure they want to put that out there. But what
Don't
got
look at them, fool.
what got you into the art form of what we call graffiti, or what is it like? You know what I'm saying? That as a kid or whenever you started, what do you think?
I started doing graffiti like when I was in junior high. I went to school with some OTRs like Sham, Narco, Cleo. They got me into writing, so.
I always liked to write on things ever since I was little, so I think it just was natural. But the first writer that I met actually was Gas in I think 91 or 92. Gas from Metro West Coast, and yeah.
Okay, we are live, so we gotta ask Kuddlez about cappuccino.
Oh my God!
Hell
Are you
no.
serious? That fool's blowing me up right now. I swear to
That was
God.
trying to get some fame on the air.
Oh, okay. Well, we just gotta let them know we live, so they know what's up.
Cappuccino.
What's your favorite drink?
No.
That's from Cadillac Ron.
Whoa! Oh my God. Okay.
So you
This is
anything
crazy.
anything that
Now
has to
you
be
look like a
spoken?
terrorist. I'm off the show.
Fucking racist
No, wait a
bitch.
second. He's bringing up
Fucking
cappuccino
racist
and then. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see how it is.
All right, we're getting put on blast. What is this? Are we on fucking?
Can't know. Okay, that was just to
What
so
would
we're
you
live.
do?
If you don't want to address it, that's all good. I just just letting the people out there know that you guys are in studio. They are in the east side of Los Angeles. For all the artists that don't want to come here and get interviewed or get conveniently lost when they make that left turn, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for coming through. What are some of the artists that you seen get as a kid getting up that, you know what I'm saying, that you saw their work and, you know?
Jen, Sleeves, of course.
Yeah.
Pryor, Cleo, Blossom. Skate.
Definitely.
Yeah. What area from Los Angeles are you guys from?
Pico Union.
Both.
Mid City, yeah.
And as females in the game, is it harder? What's different than, you know what I'm saying? Anything that you could contribute or any, you know what I'm saying, just to put it out there for females, especially young females now, they want to get into this game or.
I think being a female in any male-dominated scene is always going to be a challenge, and establishing yourself is really difficult because people are always kind of like putting you on a different rating level because you're a female. It's like, oh, you're good for a girl, or, you know. So the flip side of that is that if you are a female and you are really dope or you get up a lot, then then you get I think you could get fame like faster than guys because there's so few females, but I think it's harder for women to like survive in graffiti.
And the male dominated sport, I guess say. And with the laws the way they are now, would you tell young females to get involved in this culture and to partake in the activities?
Well, I think that when people start writing, that it's just like something that comes naturally to them. So I think that most people that get in graffiti don't do it for that long, And so if I met a young female that was really serious, I wouldn't discourage her, but I just think it's important for all the youth to know the circumstances that they're facing, like because the laws were different when we were younger. And now it's just like everybody catches a felony instead of a misdemeanor, So it's like I wouldn't want I work with a lot of youth, and I wouldn't want them catching felonies over tagging on the bus stop,
Definitely.
But I think there's ways to work around it or something. I don't know.
When you did do it, of course, we don't know. No one in here in this room does it now. Of course not. You know what I'm saying? We have Pryor, Sleaze, Cleo. But none of them are active. I mean, we're just putting that out there. That's for legalities. But when you did it, why did you do it? You know what I'm saying?
I did it to I don't know, I wanted to be from a crew, so I tagged. But it was kind of harder for me to get into graffiti because the fact that I was a female, I had to prove myself a little bit more than everybody else did.
And with that, an accomplishment. What's an accomplishment or the greatest an accomplishment or the greatest accomplishment that you think, whether it be like a landmark still rocking or
getting into the crew that I wanted to get into.
Yeah, what crew is that?
OTR.
OTR. What does that stand for?
On the Run.
Definitely. Okay. And how about for yourself?
Can you repeat the question?
What would you be like an accomplishment or the greatest accomplishment or something?
I think. I like to see the work that I do coming out in different avenues, like different TV or movies or whatever. Like it's cool to see something you did and then somebody else catches it in the background, and just I don't know. I mean, I that's a difficult question. I think for me, one of my greatest accomplishments personally was just getting my bees like swarming around the world and stuff,
Definitely. To mark a logo, we were talking about that off there.
Yeah.
To actually brand a logo and make that logo known.
Yeah, there's very few writers that have like an icon that's a tag.
Yeah.
Of course, we could say the infamous Sleaze is one of those writers. Chaka, Oil, there's several. But icons, there wasn't that many throughout time. It's like Neo did the foot, but like little characters, like that was always my
wow.
name, so.
You dated yourself.
Not even. I was probably like 7 years old back then or something.
Me too.
Forever 21.
At the what was it? At the Funk House on Broadway and Griffin.
Never
Damn,
heard of it.
I read about it.
Yeah.
Damn, trip out. What has changed? And actually, before we even answer that, is there a graffiti scene? Like, we always impose that as, the graffiti scene. But then if you ask most artists, it's like, there ain't no scene. It's me and Pryor getting drunk every day. And like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean there's no hipsters here or nothing? Like, is there a scene, first of all?
Well, that's like saying, is there a hip hop scene? Like,
yeah.
There's the old esoteric argument of, is hip hop dead? And, is graffiti dead? It's like, graffiti is just changing. It always changes,
Yeah. But what has changed? What do you think the most?
I think what's changed the most to me is like the art tools that have been created for graffiti, like the new paint makes it a lot easier to have like good can control. And so I think a lot of people have gotten into piecing in like way before they would have. Like they can't tag. Like we all started tagging and then we had to get fresh tags to learn how to like do letters. And now I think that the tools are a lot better. Of course, the laws have changed, the internet, magazines, everything is really like a kind of fame-based,
And how about for yourself, Kuddlez, what has changed?
It's definitely harder to write. The laws have changed a lot, and back then it was it was a misdemeanor to fucking
That's okay. It's
Sorry.
okay. You can fucking cuss.
You know what else?
Really?
Getting buffed. Shit, everything
Yeah.
gets buffed constantly now. It
Back
used
then
to
it
not
was
be
a lot
as
easier to
bad.
write. It
Yeah.
was a lot easier to get up. I mean, you would mob with your crew.
Well, like I said, we got the professional hecklers in the building. We got Sleeves, Pryor, and Cleo on the other side of me. So,
That's Pryor right there, huh?
Another thing that's changed that's really scandalous is that like when we go out to beautify the community and we do these big productions like on private property that people want us to do and often pay us to do, then like certain, you know, graffiti cleanup and the city and different establishments and industries have the nerve to come and buff out our beautiful elaborate productions, and they really have no right to do that, and they get paid for that. You know, it's like graffiti companies come and buff out our production and say like, oh, that's illegal graffiti, and they get paid for it, and the community is stuck with another blank ugly wall for like, you know, somebody to go and scribble on after we painted it.
I'll ask you this question. Being that graffiti is anti everything, you know what I'm saying? It's punk rock and hip hop. It's, you know, it's anti and shit, you know? And that's what originally started, but I mean, really what's commercialized isn't anti anything, you know what I'm saying? It's what they can embrace and make money off of. But I ask you this as an artist, and not as I'll say as a mature artist, not as an older artist, but as a mature artist, do we try to change those laws? I mean, like even the law that just passed a couple years ago where you have to get a permit for a mural, you know, and we're from East Los Angeles.
That actually
like,
expired though, and people don't know that. That's
see,
like,
we gotta,
you know, that expired, and people don't know that, you know. So really, they're not allowed to go in and buff our stuff through that moratorium that existed. But I mean, I think that, you know, nobody up in here is trying to make graffiti legal, you know what I'm saying? But if somebody's gonna go paint a wall with permission, you know, that's not the same. It's not.
I ask you though, with them being on the side of the law, do we try to change laws, or that's just not even anything? I mean, on some real shit, straight up.
No, I mean, I think that, you know, people in general should always be trying to change laws that don't suit their community, you know. And I think that it's important to be politically involved, and that's something that we lack a lot in this nation, you know.
Do you vote?
Yeah, I do vote.
You do vote?
I don't always believe that my vote counted, but just in case it does, I go vote. But, you know.
Did you vote for Obama?
I did vote for Obama.
No. Yeah.
I would have voted for Ralph Nader, but change didn't come much, but at least it wasn't George Bush again, you know. I was like, you know, I didn't want John McCain to come in and like try to attack Iran, and the whole fucking shit falls apart even more.
I think it was like Nightline or something last night. I was just flipping the channels, and it was like, oh yeah, you know, I got misinformation about the weapons of
mass destruction.
Yeah, it was like Donald Rumsfeld.
Yeah, exactly,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
exactly.
Wait, am I the only, like, you know, one of those like, is anybody else watching this shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why? This shit's on TV, you know? I think it was like Nightline or some shit, but. Man, I just turned that shit off, man. I didn't want to hear that shit straight up, you know. But it's dope that I think hip hop and actually graffiti has lost that political aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Of being anti everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying just graffiti. I'm saying hip hop too.
Well, the commercialization and like commodification of hip hop is what has, you know, this is the result of that. But that's just regurgitation, you know. The original is always going to come like from the ground, you know.
Definitely.
So
would you consider yourself a tagger, piecer, bomber? What would you label yourself?
I call myself a writer.
Graffiti artist.
Graffiti artist. Once again, you're tuned in to OGHuskyRadio.com. We got Kuddlez and Petal up in the building. I guess all these questions are up on these are like some inside intricate doings of someone, so I don't know if I'll address them, but just a little bit. Something about drugs and what else can I say? Let's see. Memorable moment or time.
All I can say to the comments is stop jockeying and stop hating.
It's all good. How about Belmont? Were you guys at early 90s, right?
Yeah. Belmont was like, whew.
What's your memory? I mean, you have to top Pryor's memory.
Man.
Any just a memory from the Belmont.
So one good memory I had was like when they did the whole Day in the West thing, and it was like all these writers from like decades and all over the West Coast. That was really tight. That was like one of the last big party things they had there or whatever. But before that, it's just more like watching, you know, Smurf from UTI paint, or watching like Deuce paint. Like when I was a tagger and I had like mad no piecing skills, like just watching these legends just bust some fresh shit all through the Belmont, and just it was like a museum that always changed, you know. It was really inspiring. The Belmont, Santa Fe yard. I mean, we've lost a lot of dope yards in LA, most of them.
And the name, the Panic Zone, I always ask artists to come, why was it named the Panic Zone? And we gotta get Kuddlez to answer. Yeah.
You know what?
Why was
Panic
it
Zone?
Panic Zone?
Probably because of Panic. Yeah, he bombed the shit out of that place. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
But
So
I thought it was because you would get blasted on if you go there and you'd be running in a panic.
but that's why we bring up those questions, you know what I'm saying? That's to get the different, you know what I'm saying, answers from everyone. And like I said, we're just archiving hip hop. I want to thank you guys for coming through. No clothing lines, nothing, no contact info, nothing.
We don't have anything for you today, but we'll be back.
But they will be back, because also we're gonna do this with the archive. You got a lot of photos that you guys want to share with us, so we definitely have you guys back. Thank you guys for your time. Any shout outs before we're out?
I want to give a shout out to Dash 2000, rest in peace, and shout out to Blossom, and shout out to Skez, free Flex.
all my
Anything
people
else?
on 3rd and Rampart. People in downtown at the bridge.
All my people with the aluminum foil.
OG
And
Husky
everybody
Radio.
from my crew.
OGHuskyRadio.com. Stay posted. Zepp's in the building.